Right guys, so what I want to do today for a brief few minutes is just talk to you about a new product launched by Future Carping, and this is your Intrepid bait boat. So it's a single-handed remote bait boat, as you can see here. It's a single-handed remote bait boat. 2.5 to 3 hours continuous playtime. It weighs 3.1 kg with the battery in there. It has a split hull, and the reason we've gone for the split hull is it just allows easy rig, easy rigger loading. When you're loading your bait up, you don't have to open the hopper door to load your rig in there. Really good for fishing singles as well. You don't have to worry about holding the rig in one hand whilst closing the hopper door with the other hand, and that's the main reason why we've gone for that split hull design. If I turn the boat a bit out there, just going to show you the lighting on it. So you've got two rear LED lights at the back, and trust me, at night they are really bright. Turns on the spot, and then you've got one large light LED strip at the front. Really good for lighting up your swims, going up near the snags, giving you a bit more of an indication on where you are. Evening Peter, how you doing buddy? Hope you're well. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go live, just show you the boat, show you, this new compact mini bait boat that's been brought out to the market, talk you through it, answer any questions if anyone's got any questions about the bait boat, and just really have a play with it. And I thought, well, whilst I'm having a play with it, I might as well go live and show all our Facebook fans, thank you very much for everybody that does like our Facebook page, just a bit more about the boat and a bit more about this boat you've been seeing advertised everywhere. So here it is, the Intrepid bait boat. Right, so one of the unique features of this boat, which I absolutely love, it's got an autopilot on there. And what I mean by autopilot is you press a button and the boat will go in a straight line. And it's got kind of like a stability control on there as well. So it won't veer off to the left or to the right once it's in that direction. And that's, allowing it to go into that course you've set. So let's put it down. Literally, simple click, 2 seconds. And there you go. So whilst you're manoeuvring, if you do want to move the boat, just turn it. It's perfect for snag work, and I mean absolutely perfect for snag work. And what I mean by that is, it just, if you're right up against, if you want to go and fish right up against the margin, which is about 30, 40, 50 wraps out to your right, and you just can't cast under that tree, but you need to get under that tree, you send out this boat. It will go and deliver your bait, easy, bring it back. The whole point of this boat is to have a bait boat that it's non-complicated. It's made out of an ABS plastic, durable, and just easy to use. So many times we get questions, especially with GPS boats, especially with this and that. Right, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, you don't need to calibrate your boat, because it's done for, it's a simple boat. So to stop the autopilot, just pull back on the remote like that. That stops it. So what I'm going to do is turn that back round. So it's coming towards us. Look at those lights. That's bright. That is bright. You can't moan at that. Let's bring the boat back. And that's going to come back now. So you saw the way the boat flashed there. That's just indicating to me that, yeah, the battery's running low in it. You can imagine all week I've been playing around with it. All week I've been obviously showing customers coming into the shop, having a look at it, etc. Haven't had a chance to charge it fully up again, so that's just letting me know, right, your battery's low. Yeah, that's it really. But look at that white strip, look at that white LED strip, just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So as I said, it's indicating, letting me know that it's starting to run out of battery with the flashing. And then to stop that, it's literally just pull back on that, and there you go. So what you are seeing there is an indicator on there too. So if I switch the lights off, you'll see there's a power indicator on the boat, and that's just letting me know that there's 2 bars left. Obviously you can see when you do start to move forward, or you move the controls, the power indicator does drop down to 1, because the boat's using power to obviously maneuver, do what it needs to do. But you know, for a small bait boat, that is literally no nonsense. It's gonna fit in your barra, you know, it's gonna fit on your barra. It's one of those ones that is compact. If you're going for a day session, if you're going for an overnighter, or even if you're going for a 48-hour session or longer, it's perfect for all of those situations. And just the whole fact that it is small just allows it to, you know, keep your kit a bit more compact, and you're just not lumping, you know, bigger boats around with you. And then when you look at it and you compare it against other smaller boats on the market, it's just, you know, it's built well, it's been thought about. As I go with that easy rig mechanism, it's just perfect for everybody. Right, so Sorin Gavrila. Right, okay, so the price stands at $475. Delivery time, depending on when you delivery, is pretty much next day, Monday to Friday. If they're not on a pre-order, that is. If they're on a pre-order, you'll be let known otherwise. Guarantee comes with a 12-month guarantee on the bait boat, 6 months on the battery. Batteries, they're lithium batteries, 7.4s. They last for about 2.5-3 hours continuous playtime. Anything else, Sorin? Pucker name, by the way. Just gonna move it up. It is an absolutely phenomenal boat for UK waters, and I mean absolutely phenomenal. But do you know what, Sorin? Don't be fooled as well, because it's got a big attitude. It's got a range of 350 meters on there. People might go, oh, why, you know, can it go 400 meters, 500 meters? It doesn't need to. You stick this boat out at 150 meters, 200 meters, and you're going to be looking at a speck in the sky, a speck in the water. So it is that perfect, you know, barra friendly, compact, reliable, easy to use. And that, I need to emphasize on easy to use as well. Once you connect the batteries and switch on the remote, it's easy to use. There's no nonsense. There's no, you know, trying to figure things out. You literally plug your aerial in, plug the batteries together, stick it in the water, and off you go. We've also gone, you know, the remote, we don't want to overcomplicate things, and you know, that's the main thing about it. It's not a boat that's there to be overcomplicated. It's a boat that's there to, you know, be used when you need to use it. You know, I know that I'm one of those anglers that if I'm not going to be able to cast to it, I will get my boat out and I will put it in there. You know, if I want to get it up against those snags, you know, up against the other bank, which is to the right of me, and there's an overhanging tree, but I know the fish are there, that's what this boat's going to do. You know, the boat, it's not there to change the way you fish. It's there to help you get that rig to a spot where you can see fish jumping, you know they're under that tree, or you know they're right up against that far bank and you just want to deliver some bait there and a rig there. And that's what this boat is for. And that's exactly why we've brought the Intrepid out. Gary, that's correct, buddy. 100%. So what Gary's talking about, guys, because Gary's a customer, he's got one of the boats. Just to the right hand side, you can see that rubber bung there. And yeah, you're correct. That's for that is generally for the deeper mount. So, let me show you that light again. Do you know what? The light for me does it all. I love it. Look how bright that is. Look how bright that light is. Yeah, I know the battery's low. Look at that. Just bear with me a second whilst I bring the boat in. Put it up there. Right, so there's your boat, guys. Intrepid. Intrepid. Can anybody tell me what Intrepid means? I'd love to know if somebody could tell me what Intrepid means. I know what it means. Intrepid. So let's look at them lights. Look at that. Love this, guys. So I was talking to you about the video about the easy rig load mechanism. Well, there you go. You can fit your leader in there, put your your lead in there with your hook length, a bit of PVA foam. I always use foam when I'm using my bait boat. I always use foam when I'm using my bait boat. Bang. And then when the hopper door opens, James, it's a phenomenal boat. Absolutely phenomenal boat. Really, really good. We've gone through three different types of prototypes. Oh, I've put the autopilot on. We've gone through 3 different types of, different types of prototypes, and amended things. James, it's the Intrepid bait boat. So if you go onto intrepidbaitboat.com, You will see it there, mate. Look at that. How are you getting on with your V70, David? I hope you're enjoying it, pal. You're welcome, James. If you ordered today, let's say if you ordered today, James, it will be shipped out tomorrow. It will be shipped out tomorrow with you on Friday. There isn't a bag, Paul. There isn't a bag for it, Paul, at the moment, but there will be. But it fits perfectly into a Sabre medium-sized bag and gives you a bit of room. No, there is a hand control, mate. That you have to, you know, it's not speech recognition. So here's your hand control, buddy. Nice, light, simple. We've not overcomplicated it. It's made, you know, it's made fairly solid. We've not overcomplicated it. David, I'm glad you're loving it. The V70 is also an incredible bit of kit, guys. And I mean an absolute phenomenal bit of kit. But I will come and do another video on the V70 very, 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 very shortly. Yeah, and do you know what? We didn't want a big beefy control either. You know, it comes with a hand strap on there as well. And the reason we've gone down that whole one remote kind of scenario, James, is purely because what we want is people, you know, I like to hold my rod when my boat's going out. I like to be able to feed the rod out. I like to be able to sometimes fill the lead down, because you can do too. Gary, I'm glad you're over the moon with yours, mate. I really, really am glad you're over the moon with yours. Thanks, Clifford. You should see the owner of the boat. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, guys, look, come on, any questions? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm waiting for it to get dark. I'm waiting for it to get a bit darker, because I just want to show you the capabilities of the lights on there. And that's why I'm waiting for it to get a bit darker. So, thanks, Connor. To be fair, the manufacturer, they've been very, very easy to work with. You know, they've taken a lot on board in regards to the design of the boat. Especially, you know, when I mentioned about the easy rig load mechanism on there. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot that's gone into the boat, all the way through to the internals on there as well. So, Mark, how long do the batteries last? About 2.5 to 3 hours continuous playtime. It's smaller than the Actor, Dave. It's a lot smaller than the Actor. Yeah, it's smaller than the Actor. A lot more streamlined, a lot more modern looking. Not saying, you know, the Actors are good boats, but we, you know, we've taken into account a few things we would like to see on the boat and to make it more streamlined. For example, when you look at the actual handle of the bait boat, we've not put a handle on the bait boat as such, but we've not put a handle on the bait boat as such. We've actually, there's your handle there. And the reason we've done that is because we've taken into account the more aerodynamic the boat is, the better the battery life is. And that's why we've done that. Mark, we do sell spare batteries, so they're on the website as well. So there are spare batteries available for the boat. So I wouldn't worry about, you know, you can get spare batteries for them. Simple, really, because the batteries actually go into there. and then that just shuts. It's got like a rubber ring on the inside of it as well to firmly keep that in there. There's your on and off button. That's what you do when you switch it on. Yes, Mark, it works with a deeper. So the great thing about this boat is it works on a 2.4 ISM band frequency, that hops frequency, allowing it to be compatible with a deeper. And there will be deeper arms coming out for them. There is a gentleman who's making retrofitted deeper arms for them as we speak. But also, when you look at the boat, you've got a little rubber bung there and a screw thread there, and that will allow you to fit the deeper attachment on there, which is coming out very, very soon. Put that rubber bung back in. Make sure I put it in properly. If it's in the hole, there you go. I will get it in there. Need to use my right hand. So as you can see, got your rubber bung there. Your deeper can fit on there, so we've got a deeper attachment coming out for it. There's your rubber bung, and then that will just fit in the rubber bung, like so. So when you look at the design of the hopper, when you look at the hopper design on the boat and all them side of things of the boat, yeah, and that's why we've gone for the split hull, because the reason we've gone the split hull way is because we want to allow your rig to go in there. You don't have to open the hopper doors, and you're all sorted. Sorry about that. So as it goes a bit darker, let me show you the lights. That's your light. So just imagine now, you know, going up right towards the snags. It's still a bit dark, it's still a bit light out there, but just imagine now put that down. Definitely, Ed, very nice and bright, and that, you know, that was the whole point of it. Let's have it nice, let's have it bright, you know, let's make it visible. I want people to be able to see this boat. I want people to be able to, you know, if they're fishing up against the snags, you've got to take into account it's a small boat. It's a small boat. So as a small boat, you know, you want to make it visible, but it's one of those boats, going back to what I was saying before, it's one of those boats that, you know, we've purposely made it compact. The reason we've made it compact is so that we can allow, you know, the reason we've made it compact is so it is easy to take out with you. You don't have to worry about lugging about a bigger bait boat with you, especially if you're going for 2-3 hours. You know, picture this, yeah, you've just finished work, okay, there's a lovely little lake just up the road from your house. You're going to go and spend 4 or 5 hours there in the summer. What you don't want to do is, you know, the fish are fishing, you know, they're going to show on that other side of the bank under the trees, and for the love of God, you just can't cast there. You just can't cast your bait there because your hook link will get stuck in the tree. So what do? Wallop. You pull out your Intrepid bait boat. It's light. You don't have to worry about lugging another bit of heavy equipment with you. It's 3.1 kg, and yeah, you're on your way. I love it. Absolutely, I'm so in love with this boat, and the amount of time and energy that's gone in to getting this boat ready. It's just, yeah. Listen, yeah. let's be honest now, Gary. Yes, the lights will affect the batteries. We've gone LED, so it doesn't draw as much power, but yes, it will affect it. How much? It depends how much you use it. You know, will it knock off if you're constantly using it? Will it knock off another half-hour continuous playtime? Yes, it will. But just remember as well, your bait boat, you're only going to be setting your rods unless you're absolutely hauling the fish in and you're absolutely smashing it and you're pulling in 20 fish. 9 times out of 10, you fish with a 3-rod setup. In hindsight, your rods are going out once in the day, once at night. Well, I tend to do that once before I get my head down, unless I'm being, I just know if I keep my rod in there, it's going to catch. So 6 times a day, you're going to set your rods out. And we've taken that. I'm glad you like it, Bobber. So, lights. Look at that. I'm going to walk away from it. Let me switch the light off. It's a speck, isn't it? I'm what 50 meters away, 100 meters away. Dig deep, Clifford. We've only got about 30 left in this batch now, buddy. And you, David, you take care, buddy, mate. Have a good evening too. Mark Smith. So, Ed, the range on the remote, and you've got to take into account as well that batteries do run slower, but the range on the remote is between 300 to 350 meters. Yes, could we have extended the range? And yes, could it properly go further? Yes, but why have we gone 350? Because at 350 meters, if you're fishing at 350 meters, yeah, I don't see why. Look at that. Look at that. See how the lights change on the camera when it brightens up, how it adapts to it, and then you switch it off. Mad. Bright. Absolutely bright. Bobber, the price is $475, buddy. So those have missed out on the 425 pre-order introduction. It's priced at $475. But I can't stress enough, guys, you really have to feel the boat and see the boat to understand where I'm coming from. And, you know, yes, Future Carping, we are a part of Lockdown Tackle and Bait. So people that are in the Nottinghamshire area or the local area, I have no issues with you coming down to the shop and having a look at the boat on the stand. And if I'm not busy, taking you down the lake and having a play with it. Do you know what, Bobber? I think we've priced it in the right price bracket, because as I said, you have to fill the boat. It's not cheap, you know, especially when you pick it up. It doesn't feel like it's not injection molded, it's ABS, it's, you know, it's ABS plastic, you know, molded, and it just, you know, it's just a different boat. Is it better than the Actor, Bobber? It's different to the Actor. Every boat is unique in their own way, yeah. But what we've done is we've worked with the manufacturer to design a boat that we believe, yeah, is a boat that's going to be better than any compact boat out on the market. But as I said, every boat has their own unique, you know, their own unique. It's unique. You have to come and feel it. You have to come and see it to understand. And then you'll turn around to me and go, yeah, do you know what? Fair play, Steve. All right, mates rates. Bobber's asking for mates rates. So look, it's priced at 475. I can do you it, Bobber, at 474.99. You got to think as well, Bobber, I've got 54 kids to feed too. Right, I know the battery's low on it, but say yes if you want me to take it for a spin out on the lake one last time before I come off this live. So the load capacity, Lee, you're looking between 1 to 1.5 kg. You know, as I said, it's a small compact bait boat. We've not designed it to be loaded up to the nines. We've designed it to make sure that, you know, it's compact. It's going to fit on your bivvy. You know, it's going to fit on your I've lost words for thought. It's going to fit on your barra. It's that boat that's perfect. That, you know, it's perfect for that 12-hour session, 6 hours, 24, 48, you know, and it's just not going to take up room, and it's going to be light. Bobber's trying it. Bobber, why don't you come down and have a play with it? Come down and have the boat, that is. Right, so let's get it out on the lake. One last time. I'm just going to put the boat down, put the phone down for a sec. Ugh. I could have done with a cameraman. Hint, hint. Mark Smudge Smith. So look, the battery is running low on it, so you will see it flashing. It will flash, but so the reason it's flashing, guys, is because the battery is running low on it. We have been playing with it, giving it a bit of an hammering over the last few days. Say there's your snags you're fishing up there. It goes straight. Of course it does. Turns on its own spot. So it's got an auto control function on it, guys. So you've got a button here, and you press that button there, and it will just send the boat in a straight line. And then Batteries are running a bit low, so. But look guys, honestly, if you're looking for a small, compact, no nonsense bait boat, UK back warranty, UK back servicing, I genuinely recommend. And I know I'm biased, but I've had my hands on other boats, and I genuinely do think we've come up with something a bit different here, and something that, you know, the market really needs, as in a top quality compact small bait boat, and you know, without the complications. Look at that. Got about 30 left, Bob, but they're going quicker, they're going. So I would, if you are interested, I would, I know it sounds, you know, like I'd chop a bit. And then if you put your remote on, that's telling me the batteries are low. If you look on there, there is a battery indicator on there. So it's at 2 bars now, but what's happening is when I'm moving, it's going to 1. So it's showing me, right, it's ready now. It's ready to come in. Batteries are ready to be charged up, and it's ready to have another play tomorrow down at the lake. And I'm fishing this weekend, and I will be taking it fishing with me. Let me bring that boat in, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. Right. So, there's your Intrepid. Great bit of kit. I love it. You love it. What's there not to love? Will there be a GPS version? There will be eventually, Dave, yes. There will be eventually. What we want to do is, as I said, is introduce a no-nonsense bait boat. Basic, easy to use, no complications. When you start adding GPS, fish finders, a lot more wrong can go with the boat. So what we want to do is, David, if we are going to bring out a GPS version, if we are going to bring out a fish finder version, we want to make sure that A, the fish finder's good. One of the reasons we made it compatible with the deeper, because if you want the GPS without the autopilot, you can put your deeper chirp on the back of it and things like that. Bob, get your money out, mate. Bob, you're minted anyway. That's what we're aiming to do, Lee. If we bring out the GPS feature, we will bring out a GPS feature that's an add-on too. But, you know, what we don't want to do is bring out a GPS feature, test it for 6 weeks and then put it on the market. If we do bring out a GPS feature, it's going to be something that we know that we've worked with for the last 12 months and it's worked properly without complications for 12 months before we even think of bringing it out, you know, to the mainstream. You have to remember, yeah, this boat, it was around February, March, we finished the final design on this. So yeah, and then it's, you know, got released in August on pre-order, and the first batches of boats went out to people, you know, recently. So cool. Is that light? Who wants to see the lights again? Say yes if you want to see the lights again. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to walk up the path. Let's walk up the path. Yeah. Let's walk up the... Right guys, so that's me signing off. Thank you for all of you that have watched. Have a look at the boat. It's intrepidbaitboat.com. Yeah, this is the Intrepid bait boat, and I'm sure you will see a lot more of it around. I'm not just sure I can guarantee it. So guys, once again, thanks to all my customers, new and old, not just on the Intrepids, but ones that have been with me over the last 18 months. Your custom absolutely means the world to me, and your feedback means the world to the business as well. And I'm so excited to get this out on the mainstream side of things. Thank you guys.